want my money back. I want my money back. That's not fair. That's like the Dorito bag and how full it is. I don't appreciate that, bakery. All right, so everyone knows the best part of Thanksgiving is the weird political arguments you get into with your uncle who thinks that seatbelts are government tyranny, but the second best part of Thanksgiving are the leftovers. You got your turkey soups, your turkey sandwiches, your turkey salads, your turkey casseroles. When that stuff all gets boring, you take that turkey and you shove it into some thick cut bread and you make Thanksgiving leftover French toast. Also, if you weren't able to have a normal Thanksgiving this year, we're gonna show you how to roast a turkey breast for one. Also, check out the latest episode of A Hot Dog is a Sandwich where Nicole and I debate, does turkey suck? Spoiler alert, no it does not.
Turkey sucks!
You suck!
Turkey sucks!
We play fight. We've broken the recipe down to 3 easy steps and you can find the time codes right there. We also got a full written recipe down in the description below. So what are we still doing here? Let's get cooking. We have a boneless skin-on turkey breast. This is actually one of my favorite proteins to work with. And again, if you are not able to have a normal Thanksgiving and don't want to cook a 14-pound turkey just for yourself, this is a great alternative. I do love the actual taste of turkey meat, as you can hear in the podcast that we recorded the other day. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this turkey breast, we're gonna pop it on there, we're gonna take a can of Food Lube, and you're just gonna spray it in the air. That's gonna rain down on top of your turkey. You don't actually have to do that, but I wanted to do it, so we did. And so now we're gonna take some salt, some pepper. We're doing a very classic sort of poultry combination on this. So just a lot of dried herbs, a little bit of garlic powder. We got thyme going in there. There's that garlic. Marjoram. If you don't got marjoram, you can use oregano, you can use parsley flakes. You can use literally none of this. If you just salt, pepper this bird, roast it off in the oven, it's going to be super delicious. And then we got a little bit of rosemary. So now we're just gonna take this, whisk it up a little bit. And normally I'm a fan of dry brining. That tends to be my go-to when I cook turkeys. But with this, you really don't need to. Who do you have to impress? Yourself? I guess so. Self-love is the really only true form of love. Because here's the thing. I had nothing. I was hoping you had something. This is called butter. It's like milk, but like a brick. And so we're gonna take that and we're gonna shove it underneath the skin. That way the butter kind of like melts throughout the turkey. So what you wanna do, grab the skin with your fist like that, and you wanna kind of just like finger in a hole. This is actually the way I do it. This isn't a bit Maggie, I'm sorry. Get the skin, you wanna keep it attached. You don't just wanna rip it off, but we wanna give it a nice little, kind of, there's like a little membrane. You can kind of open it like that. And so then we're just gonna take the butter, tuck it underneath the skin, fold the skin back, and kind of just pat that butter in there. So that's gonna melt all throughout that meat and it's gonna keep it nice and juicy. Now we're gonna take all that herb salt and we're just gonna rub it all over the skin like such. Really sort of pat it in there. Yeah, there we go. The fat underneath the skin, that's that subdermal fat, is really going to render and get nice and delicious and juicy. Always season the underside of your turkey bits. Never neglect your own undercarriage. Sprinkle some salt on there. That is perfect. So now we're just gonna roast this in the oven at 400 degrees until all of that fat underneath the skin is rendered out and the inside of the turkey reads about 155 degrees and we can pull it out and rest it. How'd this get here? So now we gotta make our gravy. So we're gonna take the oven out of the turkey. Oh yeah, it's nice and sizzling. You see we got all that golden brown turkey meat on there. Skin's nice and rendered. And you see we've got a lot of these like dark pan drippings in there. So what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna use those pan drippings as part of the base of our gravy, but then we're gonna add some other things. And we're actually adding some maple syrup to that gravy because again, we're doing the Thanksgiving leftovers thing, but we're also making French toast. Maple, turkey gravy. I should never try and dance. So we're gonna take some butter and we're gonna add it to that. Like any gravy, we're starting with a roux, which is a mixture of butter and flour that you cook down in a pot like such. I remember, you guys ever watch iCarly? Yeah, we got some iCarly fans in the building. I feel like a hack stand up right now. I learned what a roux was from watching iCarly. There's the part where he says like, you'll roux the day. And iCarly's like, what does roux mean? And he looks it up. He goes, mixture of fat and flour. She goes, he called me a fat flour? And as a way that only Miranda Cosgrove could do. Can we get her on the show? We have our butter melting in the pan. We're gonna go ahead and add our flour to that. And then we're gonna stir it up. We want this to be like the consistency of wet sand. So we're just gonna stir that together, let that cook for about 2 minutes until all the flour is sort of absorbed into that fat, and then we're gonna add our pan drippings. That pan's hot. We're gonna take stock, and we're gonna add the stock to our roux. We wanna do this about half a thing at a time. I got extra stock on hand just in case this gets too gloopy. But Gustus Gloop, he was an icon. You know, he fell in the river of chocolate. Sure, because he wanted to drink the river of chocolate. Who wouldn't at that age? But you know, I saw him as a person who died just chasing glory. Like, Ernest Hemingway. We mix that stock in with the roux, and you see it, it's already thickened up so nicely. We got a little lumps in it, just whisk through the lumps, you know, and that's a metaphor for life, I think, really. When Augustus Gloop fell into the river, he didn't give up. No. He had the Oompa Loompas suck him through the tube so he could breathe. I think. So you may have some questions like, whoa, what are we gonna season that gravy with? I'm so glad you asked. We got a little bit of ground thyme. We're just gonna go ahead and add to that, and then a little bit of coarse ground black pepper. We also have a little bit of sage. Just Photoshop it. So we got a bunch of lovely sage. Oh, smell that, it's so great. Sage and maple, they come together, they taste like breakfast. Put that in there. We got a little bit of pepper. We're gonna add a little bit of salt. I'm gonna go ahead and add the pan drippings. Yeah, it's hot. So we're just gonna tip the pan over and just get all that turkey flavor in. You see, what I like to do is I take the turkey and I balance it precariously on a bowl, and then I like to take a spatula, and then we're just gonna take all that. Again, you want none of the flavor to leave the system. There's flavor left on that pan. You gotta get it out of there, just like Augustus Gloop tried to get as much chocolate out of that damned river. That's a death trap for children. All right, so whisking our gravy. The consistency's looking pretty good. We can let it boil. If your gravies are ever too thin, you can just go ahead and let it reduce down. All that water is gonna evaporate out, and then you're gonna be left with a thicker gravy. If your gravy's too thin, mix some cornstarch with some water. You can also mix flour with water, but it's not my favorite because then you taste the raw flour. I'm gonna add a little bit of maple syrup in there. This is the real stuff. You get the log cabin, it's got the corn syrup. All right, fine. All right, let's give it a taste. That ain't no real maple syrup. That's the good stuff. This is really incredible though. You get all that roasted turkey flavor, and that's coming from all of those like dark pan drippings that we scraped off into there. You're getting the sweet from the maple. It's got a very weird gravy-ish, but also syrupy consistency, which I'm really loving for this French toast. And now we're just gonna go ahead and stuff some toast, just the way that Augustus Gloop stuffed his face with all that fetid river chocolate covered in mosquitoes. Charlie Bucket, you selfish piece of trash. You could have auctioned off that golden ticket for $1 million. Your family's eating cabbage soup. Your parents are dying in a bed, and you just want to go to the factory. You could have fed them for a year. So what we're gonna do, we got these nice big old loaves of brioche. So I'm just gonna trim off the ends. You can keep these, you can boil them into a soup to feed a family like Charlie Buckets. All right, so we're gonna slice this real thick. That's a big old honkin' French toast. So we're slicing these real thick because we want to fit as much leftovers into them as possible. We're gonna take our paring knife, and now we have to do surgery on a bread. You've seen me do surgery on a grape, now we gotta do surgery on a bread. I'm gonna slice into it, open up a large enough cavity, and to just stuff. We're not hollowing. I want my money back. I want my money back. That's not fair. I paid for the whole loaf of bread. You're giving me like 75 to 78% of bread here. That's like the Dorito bag and how full it is. I don't appreciate that, bakery. Let's shove our leftovers in there. So we got my favorite, green bean casserole. It doesn't turn over, it's like a blizzard from Dairy Queen. Now I'm gonna take some of this and I'm gonna stuff it inside there. This is my favorite thing though. This is 3 ingredients. This is canned green beans, French's fried onions, and cream of mushroom soup. And now just, yep, I'm going fingers. Hey, who am I kidding? I'm going fingers. All right, we got our green bean casserole. Now we gotta take some mashed potatoes. My apron came undone. Yeah. Shake free like a wild animal from its shackles. Now we're gonna take some mashed potatoes. We're just gonna get that in there. That's good. What do you want me to do? What tool do you want me to use? Here, we're gonna use the back of this knife. There we go. That's good. Okay, so we got our green bean casserole and our mashed potatoes in there, and now what is Thanksgiving without some candied yams? We're just gonna... Stupidest thing we've ever made. What do you mean? No, it's not stupid. I'm gonna take a yam and I'm just gonna do a little, and of course this is coming from the GMM episode, breakfast dinner versus dinner breakfast. So if this is absolutely garbage, blame Rhett and Link, not me.
Josh, apparently you've sweated your microphone off.
It kinda, here. You can hear me now. Hello, US Sunday. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and shove some of that sweet potatoes in there. We're getting only about 30% of the way in, so you really want to kind of force it. Now we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna take some of that turkey flesh that we just roasted. Again, if you weren't able to have a normal Thanksgiving, I know these are really crazy times, and I think we're all really holding it together, as best as we can. You have some people, they could go a little crazy in these times, but not us. Everything's pretty normal around here. Go ahead and shove that also in there. So all we gotta do now is create. Was Grandpa Joe just faking his injury the whole time? He was bedridden for years. Then he just gets up to prance around, do a little dance with a cane. It's not cute. And so we're just gonna add some milk to those eggs. And then, of course, a little bit of maple syrup, then a little bit of cinnamon, salt, and we're just gonna whisk it out. This is creating just a basic custard. Most French toasts start with the same thing, and we're really treating this like any other French toast, except for the fact that you saw me finger about 4 ounces of turkey in there. That's different. Great, French toast is all whisked up. That's not French toast. So we're gonna take fair amount of butter. This is the hardest butter in the world. Like an everlasting gobstopper. Wait, you gonna create a candy? You only have to eat once? Where's your return market on that, you idiot? Willy Wonka's a criminal. So we got our butter melting in there. We have our perfect French toast. We're just gonna soak that in custard. Again, you want the egg to kind of soak into the exposed sweet potatoes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of cranberry sauce. We got the good stuff. Just gonna drop that right in there, and then we're gonna melt down some hot sauce with it. So we've never done this before, but our working assumption is that the cranberry sauce is gonna melt down with the hot sauce to create a cranberry hot sauce to go on our maple syrup gravy, to go on our garbage leftover French toast. This is really good. You should make it. It's really delicious. And so we got this soaked. It's just, the middle's falling out. And then we're just gonna go ahead and griddle that for about 8 minutes on each side. And then we're gonna flip it, and then we're gonna throw it in the oven, let it roast off. Yeah, that's all I got for you. All right, so wow, this Thanksgiving leftovers French toast looks absolutely amazing. I wish you had smell-o-vision. I wish you could be here to take in all the aromas. It's like you thought that the main course was on Thanksgiving. No, it's right here and right now. So check this out. Oh my God, look how golden brown and delicious that looks. You can smell all the cinnamon from that custard really coming through, and then we have all that savory, lovely turkey in there. I cannot wait to taste this. Let's go ahead and skip all through this now. We have the French toast that is baking off in the oven. Should be done by now. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna take some of that gravy, and I'm actually gonna create a bed of gravy for this French toast to go on. Just make it like a nice pool. Really fill up that plate. That's a good gravy to French toast ratio. What is a gravy to French toast ratio? That doesn't exist. Now it does. And I'm just gonna place our French toast right on top. Really nestle it into that gravy. Yeah, you see it sort of pooling out. That's really lovely. And then we're gonna take our cranberry hot sauce, and I'm simply just gonna drizzle that. It's kind of like a syrup, and just get it all across there. Two marriages of flavors, two marriages of such diverse cuisines of American breakfast food and Thanksgiving coming together into one. I cannot wait to dig into this, but first, the Oompa Loompas! What a journey it was to get to here, but I'm super happy where we landed. This French toast looks absolutely incredible. I'm just gonna dig in and take a bite. Cut this bad boy in half. See what kind of stuffage we got. These stuffage levels are rocking about 70%. That's not bad stuffage level for what I wanted. All of the leftovers kind of melted into a goo on the inside, which is, again, that was the chef's intention. But you can tell all the good finger work that we did really paid off. Got nice and custardy in there. Let's take a bite. This is wetter than most French toast, huh? Pretty good though. You know what it is? It's that cranberry hot sauce. It's the perfect mix of sweet and savory. I'm not gonna say that you have to do this with your French toast leftovers. No! Should you do it? Yeah, sure. Well, we're gonna get a second opinion on this because I'm gonna use the patented Mythical Spork Extender Spork Poon 3000. This is the upgraded version. We cleaned it with a Lysol rag. That's how we upgraded it. Annalise, you ready to get Spork Pooned?
Oh my gosh. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm so
That's
ready.
what you have to say. All right, Annalise, I'm gonna try and get you a good little bite here. Yeah.
You have gotten so much better at this. Like,
Yeah,
it's not easy.
I'm pretty athletic, so did I get it?
You did it.
Ah! Annalise, eat it quick.
Okay,
Go.
I'm thankful
Run!
to be here in the Mythical kitchen.
Shut up and eat the Spork Poon. Oh, is that not the wettest French toast you've ever had?
Mm-hmm. It is wet. It's good. It's very sweet still.
Uh-huh.
Man, that's good. That's so good.
You seem surprised.
No, I thought it would be good. I'm still doing it.
Yeah. What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful to be here in the Mythical kitchen with all of you. What about you, Josh?
Oh, I'm thankful for all of you who clicked into this video, and I'm thankful for the fact that you stopped by the Mythical kitchen. I'm thankful for the fact that we come out with new videos every week, and I'm thankful that you all are listening to our podcast every Wednesday, wherever you get your podcasts. I'm thankful that you follow us on Instagram at Mythical Kitchen, and I'm thankful that you post your mythical dishes under hashtag Dreams Become Food. I'm only thankful for content, is what I'm saying. Oh, and family? See y'all next time. You can cook up your own feast while wearing the Mythical Kitchen apron, available now at mythical.com.